know, this is the first time in my life. My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those are the African traditional religion by which we harness, direct, and disperse the energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, I'm excited for y'all to be here with us. I'm going to be explaining, I'm going to be giving information. I like to say I'm a Sagittarius, Moon in Aries, and Rising sign Pisces. What's up there, my Aries in the house? My home girl in the house. What's up, Jeremy? Thank you so much for joining us. My baby Scorpio, how you doing, love? There go my Pisces goddess. How you doing up in this mug? I'm at the church because I'm doing rice magic. I'm going to explain it, and for those that have donated the $50 for the because after I leave here, because I got to do it at nighttime. But I'm going to the ocean because it's the closest thing to me, and I'm going to do rice magic, which is and I'm doing prosperity work, but I want to get a better understanding because we back here we got Oshun's altar. This is the magic altar, and then this is the ancestor altar in our church. So just in case you ever come to my church, it's nothing but conjure, mysticism, root work, and black magic that's all going to be around. So I don't want nobody to be shocked talking about, I didn't know. Lying ass. Anyway, what's up, my Renee, my 69 in the house. And then I got my Demetrius. Thank you so much, my Gemini, my scientist, my nerd in crime. I'm very nerdy, but I want to explain this because I'm trying to give as many helpful information, whether somebody decides to work with me or decides not to work. I want melanated people to be more astute when it comes down to magic, obeah, conjure, voodoo, just magic in general. And one of the safest ways to teach magic without going into tradition is to teach universal laws. Because I've always said universal laws apply and applicable to each and every one of us. First of all, I want to say salutations to my Madrina, my Padrino, and my Oba, and all my brothers and sisters, Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lacumi, Congo, and Palo. When I left church today, guys, I had to go to Chloe's, and I was telling y'all in real time because I can feel her. I was telling y'all in real time. I was telling Chloe, I said, I'm coming, but I got to do this. So what's up, Monique? Fo. Cancer in the house. And when I'm late, of course, but all of her other shows lasted over an hour. So I thought I still had time. I said, well, I get there at the end. Those that do not know, Chloe is Minister Mario, son of Ochosi's daughter. He passed into life June the 21st, 2023. So I've been up with her. Well, I was up with her before, but a lot of the things that he used to go to for her, I now participate and make sure I'm trying to be there. Or not me, Sister Tree. Because Sister Tree stood in for me last time. So I had already told Chloe I was coming. So I didn't realize that she was going through some trauma. So when I got there, I was on the phone with Sister Tree. And so when I got in there and I asked 3 people where she was, they said she in the back. I said, go. I did text her until I was here. And when I got there, but I was talking to this one lady, I was sitting in the back. When I tell you Chloe came around that corner, flying, up the aisle, Cause y'all know Chloe. Chloe don't run. Chloe don't. She not. That ain't her thing. But she was flying. So I thought, cause normally she a Pisces. Normally she laughing or whatever. So I noticed when she got up on me and grabbed me, she was crying. And I was like, I said, what's wrong? I thought something had happened with the show. So she was like, she was crying. And come to find out, Chloe is going through things, especially by being a water sign, and her dad passing, and she was looking for me, and she thought something had happened to me. So she was hysterical, and it took me a minute to calm her down. You know, I had bought her some flowers, I bought her a little stuffed animal, and I gave some money, because I said, well, money might not do it this time. So I got some flowers, and I got a stuffed animal. And when a child or somebody's really connected to you and they had a loss like she has had with her dad, the way that she looks at me and clings to me, and I don't feel bad in the sense that I was obeying God while I was up preaching. What I feel bad is that I didn't recognize that she gonna be in that traumatic state. And Sister Tree heard her. She was bawling. Yes, she was glad to see me, but that calmed her soul that I was all right. And Chloe don't know what I've been going through in my health situation. And I had already told my kids, I told her I was gonna tell Chloe. But after she reacted the way she did, and even though God is moving in my life, I still don't want to add to her trauma. So sometimes there's a parent and as elders, sometimes you got to hold things back. She said, my 69 say you always come through. Yeah, I said, right now I'm not going to tell her, even though I have overcome a lot of heights, but that was a trauma to her, and that made her think what happened to her dad was happening to me. And so I want y'all to know that anything you do, I make sure Chloe knows. I don't say, well, y'all sent it, but I'm put my name on it. And that's something Minister Mario always did, even when she was a little girl. I didn't know he was doing that. He said, Chloe know that certain things come from you because I tell her. I was like, what? He said, I tell her what I give her, and I tell her what comfort. So she's always been used, and she will always thank me, and she go, amen to damn, thank you so much. When Tree brought her the money, she said, oh, take that home, because that's too much money to be out here. So, but my thing was, I realized in real time, she got better, but I realized a lot of times, informing her where I am and what's going on me gives her peace. So I still obey God because God was moving so in this service, and I have to obey God. Nothing goes above God, not even Chloe. So, but it was an experience, and then I've been going all day. I've been like the Energizer Bunny, and I still had to go. Because I came back to the church, I still got to go to the ocean to do the rice spell. So the reason, and I'm doing this to be a blessing. The donation could be a lot higher. Because if those that were in my morning service, if you heard the prayer that I prayed over this rice paper, I put some ache. I know I got 15.5 hemoglobin, and I brought some power. I put some old goon up in there, okay? So I want you to understand, first of all, before I I had some people send in for the because when I go out there, I'm gonna do the work. But you can do this because it don't cost much to get rice paper. It doesn't cost much to get rice. So rice represents the sun. The sun energy is connected with the sun. So I'm capitalizing on the sun energy, even though the sun going down. The sun energy is still here, and it's not over until about 12 o'clock jurisdiction, and then some of the sun energy lasts till 3 o'clock in the morning. Every day leads until the next day. Sun, why? Because we're doing so much prosperity work, and I want manifestation. And I'm the type of person, I do works in threes. That's why I try. If people were more economically empowered, I can do a lot of work for you, because you got to hit things in threes. My numbers are 369. Everybody, I feel it already. And what I understand is I want certain manifestation for my clientele. I want certain manifestation for myself. And so one of the things I was always taught, even I was like 18, I was taught it's about doing works in threes. And a lot of times we affirm a name in the pattern of three. But I manifest through different things in the pattern of three. Teacher, that's why math is essential, and then how you magnify the energy and you give more than one wavelength for that thing to manifest. So, first of all, before I do this is rice paper. I use a black Sharpie to do the writing. This is what it looks like. Maybe in another Asian store it may look different. I don't know. But all you need to get is rice paper. And what I like about rice paper, because once it hits the water, it's dissolved. With everything you wrote on that rice paper is dispersed. But it is in the frequency of water. And all of us that been following me and listening to me know that water what? Magnifies energy. Water carries energy. And it brings the magnetic pull or the solar pull that you need for manifestation. Okay? So this is what it looks like. Now, you can do it different, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to use mine because people know my government name. They don't know my spiritual name, but they know my government name. And I've been out here a long time, so you want to work on me, have that. Now, I wrote, because my number is 9 in manifestation, I wrote my name down 9 times on this pill with my date of birth. Do you have to have date of birth? I'm just trying to tell you, if you don't know how to conjure, you don't know how to connect with spirits, you have to put as much things that relate to that person, place, or thing. Now, do you have to do this spell? You can do an enemy spell, because the sun is a malefic energy. So you can do a protection spell. But I don't advise you to do that unless you know that's your enemy for real, and not somebody you feel that's an enemy. So this is my name, and then on my name, and I'm showing you different ways, you can put a sigil. So I have the Star of David, or the symbol of manifestation. As above, so below. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. So, and right here, I have my spiritual name. It's not legible. I don't care how you look at it. It's not legible. And when we do sigils, or we don't want people to know that, as your intention is all that matters. If you write over a million times, The spirit knows exactly what you're talking about. Because a person can't read it doesn't mean. That's why people use invisible ink to do spells or write stuff on the walls or stuff like that. It's still gonna attract the energy. I'm gonna say it again. Inanimate and animate objects can be empowered. I'm a conjurer. So on this particular sigil, it's so much energy in this rice paper. Now, the reason why the energy is important is, I don't know, because I think I'm going to teach it in my more advanced conjure class. But when you invoke spirits upon and attach them to things like this, and when it gets in the water and it dissolves, it disperses that energy. If you don't have a lot of energy in your spell work, then with the water as it dilutes and disperses, it's gonna get weaker. Right now, because it's here, it's concentrated. You understand? In one space, and it's rectangular in formation, means it holds the energy. But once it hits that water, it's going to disperse, and you want enough Ache energy and frequency in that work that as it departs, it doesn't get that weak. And the water should magnify the spell or the work or the energy in the work. Okay? So that's why that's important. Now, could you write your business on there? Absolutely. I have to start out with black people real slow. There's so many things I can do with that rice paper. Some serious I can put that same rice paper on an Nganga. I can put that same rice paper on a Risha. I can put that same on my altar, ancestor altar, to be energized. And my thing is, if you're not as powerful, you're not that powerful person, the more your energy need to saturate whatever you're doing. And rule of thumbs, energy changes every 21 days. So letting something sit for 21 days, I don't care if you're an amateur, it's gonna have more energy than you would try to send it out immediately or even in 3 days. So that's a rule of thumb. If you are trying to, when it comes down to manifesting with solar energy, you got to understand sun energy. The sun moves in a cycle just like the moon. And you need to understand, that's why they use the resurrection. Now, let me say it. The birth, that means when the sun first rises. When we talk about the crucifixion, that's high noon. That's the full strength of the sun. It's high noon, noontime. And then when you get down to 3 o'clock, you know, that's him. That's Christ laying in the grave. By sunset, I say 6 o'clock. Even if the sun's still shining, it's still sunset. So every 3 hours, one way or the other, you can still do your rituals. When you a beginner, stick to the time zone. You know, the reason I'm saying that is because you ain't ready to get spotty. You ain't ready to get jazzy. Stick to the recipe. Until you execute it, the recipe, then you can add to or become creative. All y'all creative people, if this is not a type of work you're accustomed to, don't get creative. Stick to the floor plan. Because I can do all kind of things with that. Now, you only gave me $50 of donation. So you know I already gave you some strong Alche, and I ain't finna get fancy. I'm putting your name on that paper. That's all I'm doing. Because I already... Now you want me to do more with your rice paper, then you better Zelle me some money before I get out to the ocean. Other than that, I done did all I'm gonna do because I'm actually tired because I've been working my behind off. And when I do this live, my spirit, I am just like the president. When I come online or I operate in anything dealing with people, my spirits have to guard me. They have to make sure there's a no-fly zone. And that energy is constantly pulling until I come off social media in that respect. Because if they take my picture, if they work with me, they try to work with me online or when I'm offline, because I've already put my energy out there, my spirit makes sure that I am protected. So, bitch, be gone. So, I hope that you understand why this type of working is significant, why doubling up or tripling up on your work of manifestation puts you in such a strong space. And I really, really appreciate all of y'all that have been sticking by me. And when I go out into the ocean, yeah, I always say, you know, who bless me, God will bless. But that's the significance. And rice represents abundance, it represents prosperity and fertility. And I use the word fertility not as in baby, making things fertile. You cast your bread to the water, not many days it's gonna return. Something being birthed, because we still in spring of first of the year, because you know the real first of this year starts in spring. But you can do it in January. Wherever you at in the climate, if I was up north, I'd be doing ice magic, bitch. I'ma still do magic. My conditions don't change magic. Energy don't change. Okay? And anything else I want to say? We had a real high time today. Now, Sister Calvina. Sister Calvina is a Cancer. And I hope if she don't see this today, she may see this big. And let me tell you something. I'm not trying to get Sister Calvina to come to church for me. Sister Calvina, you've been at this so long, ain't nobody run you down to teach you. You can't afford me as a teacher. Every opportunity, just like a library. You might not be able to afford to buy a book, but if you go to the library and check it out and behave, and bring them people stuff back when your time is up. If you gotta check it out again. This is the only way somebody gonna take our time, because you know you can't afford me as a personal trainer, a personal coach. And anybody in her situation, you miss too damn many opportunities to learn for free, to see for free, to at least have an opportunity, but to be in somebody's company like me. I don't understand. Every opportunity. Oh, I had to work. That ain't my problem. Before you took the job, you knew you had church on Sunday. Y'all talk bullshit like some things are obvious. You knew she had 8 kids before you started sexing her. You knew he was discolored on his penis, like a pigmentation on his penis. Now you want to talk about his dick is different colors. Now, we grown. You know all it. Make your moves based off of what you have need of and what's important to you. And this is the kind of stuff that make me feel like it's not that important. Spending money, getting memberships has nothing to do. Has nothing, because in that case, I wouldn't work as hard as I work, because I got more than membership. I'm way down the path. Sir and ma'am, thank you for hitting that like button. If you have the opportunity, because I don't know everybody's situation, but if you have the opportunity to be in a place where you can watch people work, you may have to serve, but the wisdom and the skill that you see your elders perform is a benefit no book or no video can give you. When you don't have it like that, you have to get it where you can get it. I understand now, but some people have the opportunity of making better decisions than they make. And I'm gonna say this again. If you confused, I got what I need. I have what I need. Do not think that my passion for your success means that I'm gonna lose sleep or miss a piece of ass because you ain't getting what you need to get. If you can't do it today, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. And maybe tomorrow I might not feel like it. Because tomorrow, based off tomorrow, I don't have it on my website. So it ain't a service I got to give. But I'm giving black people as much opportunity to get them. If you didn't have $100 for the candles or the $100 for the pineapple, here go rice spell. Because that's how bad I want y'all to win. What's up, my Stormy? What's up, baby? That's all I'm saying. That's all Pelsila been out here campaigning. Because I don't have to tell you what I tell you. I tell you because I want you to know. You've been lied to too long. And the way she behaving and she don't pay me to do this, I understand why them people fucked her over. Because a lot of that was her fault. You make it easier for people to fuck you over when you ain't up on your game. And you starting and stopping, and guess what? I got bills to pay too. I got loved ones to look out too. I want to lick some pussy just like you, Cal. And I honestly think I lick pussy better than you, because I'm Sir Lickum. They put a handle on my name. Praise God. I'm in the church, so it's sanctified. My point is, I'm giving y'all free game. And the very least you can do is throw a like out there for me. But the very least you can do is share the video. Or the very least you can do is send $50. And I ain't going no further. Because I got to get the rest of everybody's name and written out there. But this is the type of spell that you can build upon. Investment helps prosper. Yes, ma'am. That's my baby squirrel. What's up, Stormy, my sad? She said she's gonna rewatch. I can't do it for you, and I ain't gonna do it. I'm 52. Now you invite me to an orgy, and it's more than 3. I'm in there. I'm with you when you're right. I got yours, Stormy. All right, I'm gonna make sure I got everybody. So, and when you support, when you're going through certain things, or you between blessings, people like me will look out for you because you a consistent client. But when you are every now and then person, you're gonna have to pay each and every time. Cause I don't trust it. I don't trust that. But you consistent, you good for it, and you between blessings, I can swing some for your shoulder. But your ass here and over there and everywhere, I don't have time for that. And let me tell y'all something. Don't show your altars on the internet, especially you and not advanced. Cause niggas Nagas, Nigas, acai, niggas. Look for every opportunity to tamper with your word. Because my moon is in Aries, I'm trifling. I'm looking for a bitch to try me. And especially with this 15.5, you know I'm down with it. I will wake up out of my sleep to fight your ass. But that's me. I don't tell people to do what I do and how I do it, because at the end of the day, what happened is on me, good or bad. I'm telling you the proper way of doing things. I'm telling you why it's right to do it, and you ain't that advanced. And even you are advanced, if you don't have as many guardians as I have, I ain't tempted God. I'm tempted niggas. Because I know y'all think that y'all in a place to be trying me. You bitch, not today, not yesterday, not when my hemoglobin was 4.3. I went in your class when my hemoglobin was a 4.3. I would stop dying and walk the dog with your ass. That's just how much me and you ain't in the same class. Cause when I die, bitch, I'm a king and twice crowned. When you die, bitch, you die as a bitch. That's it. That's heat. I'm gonna teach y'all how people die by their own hand. That's another video on me. I'm gonna show y'all a lot of these people that declining and they talking about somebody attacking them. They're being struck by their own hand and they don't recognize it. So I'm gonna school these decent bitches for free for y'all to be educated. Don't get caught up in it. And every man that out here talking like I talk ain't lying and ain't putting on. Every loud mouth, don't think that some of them loud mouth can't back up what they talking about. Now there are some people out here selling whoop tickets. But that's why you do divination and real readings. I boast and talk about what God do for me. All right? I love y'all. Thank you for sharing your time even this evening. Have some wisdom. Take care of your ancestors. Don't forget the burdock root. And I don't have to be a medical physician. I'm a faith author. Acai tree. Acai. Yes, baby. Melanin. And Ogun make some shit happen. All right. I love y'all. My spirits. Look at what I did, y'all. I'm tell you how much I care about y'all. Some of them people live. I bought my quartz crystal. I bought my quartz crystal. I have it in a circle. That's how much energy in this place. It done got magnified. That's my baby. Don't worry about the rest. That's blood. Minga. Okay. I told you I'm gonna make sure some shit happen for y'all. I love you. All right. I see y'all. I gotta go to the ocean. I gotta finish writing these things. I gotta go to the ocean.